My eyes are growing bigger, deep divers. I'm just admiring the beautiful view. Breathe with me, deep divers. You gotta do better than that. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Peace. Infinite waters. Diving deep once again. Beautiful deep divers. We are out here in the heart of nature. The sun is up there saying, I love you, Ralph. Raising the frequency. Raising the vibration. One love to all of you deep divers. Let me send you some good ass energy right about now. Take that, take that, take that. As you can see, look at that view, deep divers. Is it a green screen? No, it's real, deep divers. Don't make me get into the ocean. Listen, I want to tell you this. To everyone who's watching this, I hope you're taking care of yourself. Right now, I want to share with you a massive truth bomb. And make sure you aren't being controlled by these 5 things, because there are so many things trying to control us right now on the planet. And what's helped me become my greatest version is to never allow myself to be controlled by these 5 things. Let me just give you a truth bomb. A lot of people wake up every single day and they think their life is going to be like this forever. They think there's nothing they can do to change their life. They think that people like Ralph Smart who find their way on the beach, they find their way to the beach, are lucky. I don't believe in luck, deep divers. I create my own circumstances, because if I'm not happy somewhere, I can move. I'm not a tree. Slow motion this side. And I create my reality. That even rhymes. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? There. Deep divers, with the sun on my face, with the sun shining brightly on my forehead, I had an epiphany. And it was, Ralph, do not allow yourself to be controlled by these 5 things. And I'm like, I got to share this with deep divers. The first thing to never allow yourself to be controlled by is money. A lot of us, we think that we need money. And therefore, a lot of people become governed by money. It's, if I don't have enough money to do something, I can't do it. And nothing could be further from the truth. You see, deep divers, money does not govern me. Money does not control me, because money is just a piece of paper. And I've realized your inner peace is the highest form of wealth. Slow motion this side. So, I had a friend back in the day. We grew up together. And she bought a bus ticket. And I'm like, let's walk. Let's get some exercise. And she's like, I need to use the bus ticket because I've already paid for it. I need to get my money's worth. And I told her, forget about the money. If you walk, you're going to be healthier. So I never do things to get my money's worth. I always ask myself, has the purpose been served? For a small piece of paper, it sure does carry a lot of weight. I got a truth bomb for you. A lot of people always say, I don't have enough money. And are you sure about that, deep divers? $100 on expensive, $100 on superfoods, right? You might say, oh, that's so expensive, right? Healthy organic foods. You go into Whole Foods, you're like, oh, that's too expensive, $100. But a dinner date, you might say $100, that's reasonable. That's reasonable. So it's all about how we perceive this thing. A personal growth seminar, $250. You might say, wow, that's expensive. That's a lot of money. But $250 for a Gucci belt, you might say, I need that. $1,000 for your new business, to start your new business, to start your new venture. I can't justify that. But $1,000 for the latest iPhone 12, you're like, that's a necessity. So it's not that you don't have money. It's where you place your priorities. You see, everything in life is about your priorities. And what you prioritize in life will dictate what your life looks like. A lot of us, we have a lot of priorities, but we need a priority. So today I'm saying I'm not controlled by money. Money doesn't tell me what I can and can't do. If I want to do something, I can do it because nothing is stopping me except me. So always remind yourself of that. What is the second thing to never be controlled by? Don't allow yourself to be controlled by guilt. A lot of us, we feel guilty about our past. We feel guilty about meeting someone. We feel guilty about making a choice. But I want to remind you, there's nothing to feel guilty about because even guilt serves a purpose. Anytime you feel guilty, you miss the opportunity of counting a blessing. Slow motion this side. Say it again, Ralph. I said, anytime you feel guilty about something, you miss the opportunity to count your blessing. So I want to remind you, you can cry yourself a river. You can say, I should have done, would have done, could have done, but didn't do it. And now you have these regrets that you walk around life with. I wish I could have changed this. I feel guilty about not doing that. But when you don't allow that to control you and say, actually, at one point, this is what I wanted. At one time in my life, this is what I wanted. So I have no regrets whatsoever. I don't allow myself to be controlled by guilt or regrets because at one time in my life, this is what I wanted. And now it's time to move forward and say, hey, I'm going to count my blessings instead of my burdens. Oh, baby, deep divers, what's the third thing I never allow myself to be controlled by? It is fear. Fear stops so many of us. We're controlled by fear. It's like in a global pandemic, a lot of people are so frightened, they lose common sense. I was on a plane, deep divers, and I arrived here, right? On the plane, I realized that a lot of people are still so afraid of this COVID. But nothing makes sense. Because if you've passed a test, a negative test, why do you still need to wear a face mask? People are still afraid because fear never makes sense. And fear is false evidence appearing real. And a lot of us, we walk around with fears, not because of us, but because of other people. We absorb their fears. Energy is contagious. And sometimes we hear something from someone without knowing it for ourselves. And we are controlled by what our parents want. We have this fear of always trying to please our parents, friends, but it's not our truth. So when you let love guide you today and say, actually, there's nothing to be afraid of. When you actually say, I'm going to be the architect of my own reality. I'm going to be the author of my own story. I'm not going to listen to someone and then base my life on what they told me. I'm going to find out for myself. I had someone here who's like, you don't want to go to the beach over there because there was an oil spillage. I said, wait a minute, I'm not going to be absorbed. I'm not going to absorb your fear. I'm going to find out. And I went and found out and I was able to swim there. So sometimes when you listen to yourself, fear begins to disappear. And sometimes if you listen to too many people, you have more fear. Fear in the media. What you consume consumes you. So every single day I wake up and I make a choice to say, actually, I'm going to tune into the love frequency. I'm going to tune into that, good ass prana, baby. And there is no fear whatsoever. It's amazing that when you focus on something that serves you, fear ceases to exist. Fear ceases to exist when you focus on what serves you. When you let go of what doesn't serve you to make space for what inspires you, you have no fear. Oh, deep divers, I see you smiling right now. Shall I jump into the ocean? We got a beautiful, beautiful people all around here. What's the fourth thing to never allow yourself to be controlled by, deep divers? It is worry. I'm scared of what the future holds. You see, the thing about worry is that most of the things we worry about never actually happen. And we expend so much energy worrying about things that never actually happen. But the catch is, if you keep worrying about it, you draw that reality into your space. Worry is a misuse of your imagination. Worry steals your smile, your happiness. It creates problems which weren't even there in the first place. So I never allow myself to be controlled by worry. People are like, Ralph, are you afraid? Aren't you afraid of like everything that's happening? You're always on the forefront, like telling deep divers about all of these things. Aren't you afraid? I'm protected, deep divers. I'm the chosen one. And I don't have any worries because I'm making sure my present is calm. I'm making sure I find the peace inside of me right now. So I just want to remind you, if you wake up worried, just remind yourself worrying won't change what is happening. It will only make it worse. But if you are in a shitty situation and you're scared and worried, try this. Just say, it hasn't happened yet. And even if it has happened, it's already happened. So now I've got to look forward to say, what's the best step forward? And that's the most beneficial thing to do. Worrying doesn't solve anything. A calm spirit solves everything. Oh, deep divers, raising the frequency. What's the fifth thing? To never allow yourself to be controlled by in life. Negative emotions. You see, I wake up with a choice, knowing I can choose how I feel at any time. I can choose to be sad. I can choose to make the most of this moment. Like, I actually got here, deep divers, and I'm like, there's things I want to complain about. And I realized I got to stop myself right there because I'm an alchemist. I can choose to feel good right now. And I'm choosing to feel good, counting the blessings more than the problems. The problem with negative emotions, energy is what everything is made of. We are energy. And when you have a negative emotion, emotion means energy in motion. So when you have a negative emotion, you don't realize that you are now creating a feedback loop. And that's why when you have one negative emotion, it leads to another one. When you complain about one thing, you complain about another thing. But when you are grateful for one thing, it shows you things to be grateful for that you weren't paying attention to before. Slow motion this side. Check this out, deep divers. I'll show you how positive and negative emotions work, right? If you are controlled by negative emotions, let's just say you wake up and you don't feel good. This will influence when you walk past someone if you frown or smile. Now, let's just say you're in a bad mood. You walk past someone and you just frown. You have lost a potential beautiful new connection, a beautiful new friendship. Let's just say you wake up with a positive emotion to say, hey, thank you for this beautiful day. When you walk past someone, you're going to smile. And they're going to smile back. And that could be your future partner. That could be a best friend. That could open up doors to say, hey, let me invite you to my house. So negative emotions block your blessings. They block your manifestations. At the same time, it's okay to feel the negative emotions. Just don't live there. It's okay to be depressed. It's okay to be annoyed. But just remind yourself there's a consequence. Negative emotions will always keep you in the same position. Positive emotions will always take you forward. Because when you feel the negative emotion, you feel it, then you're supposed to move forward and become an alchemist. Because if you stay down, it's going to be harder to get up. The longer you are down, feeling sorry for yourself, having a pity party, feeling like a victim of circumstance, it's hard to get back up. What do? I never focus on the fall. I always focus on the comeback. So never allow yourself, deep divers, to be controlled by a shitty feeling, because this too shall pass. And never make a permanent decision with a temporary emotion. Slow motion this side. So there you have it, deep divers. It is so beautiful out here. And that's why I'm just saying, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello there? You see, deep divers, when you close your eyes and visualize, you can materialize. We materialize this reality. I co-created this reality. Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Shout out to everyone who's been getting the wonderful good ass prana shirts at ralphsmart.com/clothes. and spreadshirt.com if you're in America. And if you are a sexy ass model, woo, with a whole lot of heart who wants to model the clothing, well, go and buy some, okay? Add me on Instagram, Deep Divers, for more daily inspiration at Ralph Smart, at Infinite Waters, and Facebook at Ralph Smart, at Infinite Waters, and Snapchat at it's that good ass prana, baby. Check out the new book, Deep Divers, for more powerful, life-changing information just like this that will help you become your greatest version. Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/the book. They tried to bury us, deep divers. They forgot we were seeds. Do not allow yourself to be controlled by those 5 things, and instead allow your life to be led with love, to be led with courage, to be led by being open that at any time your entire life can change for the better. I love all of you, deep divers. Have a beautiful day. Peace. Infinite Waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. You! I'm about to go swim, deep divers. Go live! Do you want me to go live on this topic? Say go live! I'm alive. I'm about to swim, deep divers. I love all of you. You want to come through the screen and go and swim with me? Come through the screen. I'll wait for you. You're taking too long. Bye. I'm just kidding. Come. Oh, it's so nice, right? Peace.